What's up, everybody? This is Austin Diamond. I play for DevilDriver. I'm gonna give you a little rig rundown here. This is I'm playing the Yamaha Tour Custom all maple shells here, and they've collaborated with Fatal Clothing. Shut up over there, I'm trying to do this. I love you.
We got this kit around the start of last year, right when we were doing the Outlaws to the End tour for that double album they did. I would say that Austin's really prone to oak kits. Oak seems to go really well with his bombacity. He's a very hard hitter. The plies of the oak seem to hit really nice, but the maple shell is really vocal because we're using a lot of Shure stuff mixed with Telefunken M80s and stuff like that. It seems to have a lot more vocality for DevilDriver's music, sitting with low tune guitars, very hairy guitars. The two guys seem to chug real tight, so the maple's a little bit tight, a little cleaner.
The maple kit for me is a very, like I said, it's Tour Custom. It's super durable for the road, and that's kind of, that was the idea, to bring that out and collab. We collabed with Fatal, which is a clothing company that endorses me, and they fully custom made the designs on there. Just the DevilDriver logo, a lot of their artwork. We're from California, so I made sure that was very prominent. I even got on there the bandana print, Thug Metal, which is kind of Austin Diamond coin-phrased terminology of the style that I believe I provide.
Definitely. 10, 12, 14. It's 14-14.
Yeah,
this is, I believe this is 12-7, and I believe this is 10 by, I want to say 10 by, actually this is 12-8 and 10-7. Might even be 10-6 and a half. Yamaha does a lot of really crazy stuff. This kit was a little bit different than a lot of the other Tour Customs I've seen. The shallow sizes, Yamaha's always done half sizes. I know the kicks are 20 by 15 instead of 16 or even 18. They're a little bit different. So
packing that meaty little punch.
All the resonance, those are all going to be G1 straight up Evans resonance. And the top of these are all Evans black chrome, 2-ply batter. They're very nice, very vocal. Like I said, they once again really warm with the shell. Both of him and I are very big fans of guys like Eric Moore, a lot of gospel chopping guys. And they always have a lot of vocality in their shells. I've done a lot of arena drum teching, and I like when toms, goom, goom, goom. So we're getting a lot of that. A lot of good onomatopoeias, a lot of good prefixes on these heads with these resonance plus the shells.
Yeah.
Woo. Okay, so the snare is definitely a 13 by 6.5 Yamaha. It's a brass shell. Yeah, this guy cracks, man. It's an Evans hybrid on top.
Love that hybrid.
One of the guys, all the guys I know that tour, almost every drummer on this tour is using a hybrid. It's that Kevlar, a little bit of Mylar together thing. They're weaving in and out. You get a lot of crack, a lot of rebound, but you also get a good snare response.
This part right here is super custom. It means start the song, Austin, because I forget sometimes. Start Clouds Over California. I need that to happen.
We have an intro, and he'll get so in the sauce, and he'll just look at me, and I'm like,
drummer
start the track.
We'll fist bump in,
so
and
I started
I'm like,
writing it.
Oh yeah, I gotta start the song. That's over here. Thank you, iPad. By the way, reason we're having my dude talk here too, because we collab a lot. I get a lot from him. This is a total package deal. I firmly have always believed I'm playing as well as the engineer that sets this shit up, and we have a friendship / business relationship that's just like a straight bro down. And I asked him for, hey, what do you think in the mix is gonna be rad and cutting? And I even asked our sound guy Bill or whoever, and actually that's been the reason I've switched to more dry sounding cymbals. And he's like, bro, you need to start playing this ride over here because you bashed the shit out of these things. And that's what convinced me to play this hybrid crash ride.
Hybrid 20 inch. There's a few sections where he's crashing, he's washing, and he has to blast. And a lot of the crashes he had no bell articulation. You weren't really getting a good shoulder, but he can crash it up and then immediately start rocking on it. A lot of crashes, they kind of wave out and get a little overactivated. Yeah. So we'll start right here. 19 custom special dry crash. He switched this guy out because this is basically one of the biggest splashes ever made. It's amazing. 15-inch K-Light hats right here. These guys are haters. 15-inch K-Light hats right here, man. We're using a K hybrid splash right here. I believe it's a 12. It's 11 actually. It's 11. Yeah. And then this guy's a special sauce. He's been with him for a long time.
Yeah, that's the obvious metal go-to. You got to have the big bell ride.
It's A. It's the A. It's all about the A. And then obviously
hand hammered.
The Zildjian's always been the guy, and then we have a 16 EFX on top of a spiral trash with another 16 EFX under it.
Don't be stealing my style.
This thing is so noisy. It's the noisiest guy ever. And this guy right here is one of those small guys. It's another 11 guys in effects with a really hard tin bottom. Kind of cuts real height. He does a lot of splash accents with that. It's really cool.
Can we drop down to the pedals?
Yes.
These are the new FP9s, dude.
So these are the FP9s. A lot of the new Yamaha stuff is actually after their Yamaha Motors series. So you'll notice that they have the ball bearings that the motorcycles have on them. All the blue accents. It's a chain-driven version. They're really, really tight. We had the option of getting direct drive or strap. I actually took the strap on and took it back off because the chain, he likes a little bit of fight with the pedal. And I'm a New Orleans drummer. I love a little fight in the dog. So struggling with it's that bottom, man. It's that old school. It's that energy, you know. You know, swinging too fast is weird sometimes.
Talk about the rack too. That just kind of came
attack
in.
rack, baby.
Yeah, attack rack.
Attack rack, baby.
It just looks mean. It's super durable. They ain't going nowhere. Dudes have been hanging off this the whole tour, and it's just not going anywhere.
Yeah, the guys grab onto it to get on the riser. It's basically it's your typical motorcycle frame, and then they've welded it at these peaks, these apexes, and the kick drums go right in it, and you can boom a lot of shit off of it.
Yeah,
a lot of shit. There was more than this, and this is like the easy version of what it used to be. Yeah, it's pretty great, man.
And then you got the custom sticks. You know what I'm saying? The Pro Mark. Matt Halpern, thank you, I love you. I'll give you a shout out. I stole your stick size because you're badass. You made great sticks. I love these live, and I just took the whole model and put my name on it. Love you, bud. But yeah.
Yeah, he rips, man. We watch his videos pretty much constantly.
Oh,
it's 2B grip.
Yeah,
it's a 2B. It's a 2B
but it's
grip.
Like a 5B feel.
Yeah, it's a 5B length, 2B grip. Yeah. Stubby. It's kind of like a bat. You know what I'm saying? It's a pretty good stick. They're actually kind of light. They're not as heavy as some of the other 2B models. They fly a lot. They're really quick for being such girthy sticks. I
call it the West Side Louisville.
The West Side Louisville. The typical rocket stock bike seat. You know what I'm saying?
That bounce, you know what I'm saying?
It's one of the easiest throws I've ever had because he gets really sweaty. I can clean this thing pretty damn well. A little bit of Febreze, a little bit of soap and water.
It smells.
Oh man, it's my job to be at his butt level and just watch. So it's nice to have a throw that cleans easy. Yeah, for sure.
And then I run the whole show with this iPad here, and the Live Tracks app. You can get it for $3.
Yeah. DevilDriver's pretty punk rock. There's not many backtracks. He's basically on click for about 70% of the sets on click. A lot of it's just him being a machine and being perfect.
Where's my ears?
I also
with Me Audio.
Here we go.
They made their own molds now, and they're totally interchangeable. They're full blown like silicone vibe. Like these come off the actual.
Replaceable. If you blow a driver, it's a lot more replaceable now. You can just get several molds made. Yeah. Blow a driver, wet them out, be a sweaty machine. You can be really
heavy
sweaty.
Metal, you know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to buy $1,000.
He sweats a lot, so it's nice if we go through them. I can just pop these off middle of a show, pop a driver off, put a new set of drivers on, put the back on. And that was before our vocalist got done talking. He's already got a new set of ears on now.
Boom,
so,
boom.
You know, it's pretty nice. A lot of the gig we got together was to just make sure things could be switched out really easy, assembly line style. The engineer and I are really good friends. We've been friends for a long time, and we kind of brought that New Orleans jazz and funk essence to what DevilDriver's doing now, especially from the kit to the mic package. Look at this guy. He's so kind, man. One of the best in the industry. Straight up, man. These are a match pair of AKGs. These are some of the best overheads I've pretty much ever used in any room ever. William definitely knows what he's doing. Down here we have all these betas. This is the same ones that Nickelback uses. We're Nickelback fans around here, brother. We got these M80s right here, this Telefunken snare mic. It's one of the most popular vocal mics ever made, and they put it in a short version for snare, and it just rocks. We have this secret guy that I won't tell you what it is, but I'll tell you it's a very, very, very nice mic, and I'll show it to you, but I will not tell you what it is. Like I said, 91's all over. We have a Beta 91 on the inside with a 52 on the outside. We have this custom kick clamp that your guy, myself, came up with. Nothing works for him. LP claws slip, everything slips. This guy works. A lot of bands I know are using that. At the bottom of the snare is an E604, like it's always been, you know, right down there on the bottom, guy. That's pretty much it, other than tracks coming out of, you know, standard headphone. That's pretty much the guy, man. Yamaha 2-leg hi-hat stand bolted to the kick.
You see all the little ghetto rigs my guy made? They're banging. Crucial. Yeah. Cup holder, you know? We got the stick holding the clamp for the iPad. That's Very crucial.
So the cool thing with this is the stick actually moves more. So the iPad's gonna continuously be in this motion. It doesn't really rock the inner components like you'd think. When I use steel and I use the bar, this thing would like lock up and not respond. But since I put this free floating stick there, it kind of, I don't know, something about it, it's not as tense. It seems to work a lot easier. I don't know how to even explain that. Scientifically it makes no sense, but it totally rocks.
This is gonna be the most on fire rig rundown.
Oh, this is the 80. This is drum rig rundown ADHD edition.
Absolutely.
Right here. Yeah, absolutely. These things are amazing down here. You can check the front of the kick heads right here. Those are the great guys. Those are from the Outlaws to the End tour. I mean, it's pretty much the whole guy, man. There's a lot of cool stuff. There's California cymbals everywhere. This is pretty much one of my favorite kits I've ever worked on, and for one of my favorite artists I've ever worked for as well, man. Absolutely, super mean that too.
And that's it. That's a wrap. Thanks so much for having us, and well, me and this guy over here. But I'd like to shout out to Fatal for the rad kit. Yamaha send me all the love at all times. These new pedals are the bomb. Check out the FP9s. Attack Rock, Zildjian, ProMark. Follow me at Shred Sober at Instagram. That's pretty much it, man. I mean, thank you so much.